Hello, Taurus. Today, I need to share something crucial that may be happening in your life right now. Your intuition has led you here for a reason. There's a woman in your circle who may be creating a significant energetic disturbance, disrupting your sense of stability. Perhaps you've sensed something off, an unshakable feeling that your peace is being compromised. It's time to acknowledge those internal signals that have been hinting at this disturbance. I'm here to explain what's going on and, more importantly, to arm you with tools to protect yourself before it's too late. Have you ever experienced that unsettling feeling when you're around certain individuals? You know, the sensation that something invisible is eroding your patience and energy, or perhaps after a conversation with a specific person, you feel utterly exhausted, as if you've been carrying the weight of their world. This isn't normal, Taurus. If this resonates with a particular woman in your life, it's crucial to pay attention to what I'm about to reveal. There's a specific energetic reason why some individuals gravitate toward a Taurus's stability like a vine to a strong tree, and their intentions are not always pure. You have the right to understand what lies beneath this behavior. What many don't realize is that Taurus possesses a grounded, stable energy that is palpable to those sensitive to it. This stability acts as a safe harbor in the storm for individuals operating on lower, more chaotic frequencies. While some are drawn to this calm, seeking healing and growth, others are attracted for entirely different reasons. They aim to drain your resources and feed off your calm to fuel their own chaos. This dynamic can be incredibly dangerous for your mental, emotional, and even your financial well-being. I'm going to guide you through recognizing the signs of a woman who may be draining your energy. You'll learn how she acts, speaks, and behaves when she's attempting to sap your life force. Most importantly, I'll provide you with practical and effective methods to protect yourself, establish energetic boundaries, and ensure that your solid foundation remains unshaken and unexploited. You deserve relationships that build you up, not wear you down. You deserve to be surrounded by individuals who respect your peace, not try to disrupt it. I want you to ask yourself honestly, is there a woman in your life who consistently leaves you feeling more anxious and drained than your true, grounded self? Let's be straightforward here. There is likely a specific woman orbiting your life right now. She could be a colleague, an old acquaintance, or even a family member who has recently re-emerged. This woman has shown an intense interest in you over the past few weeks or months, always wanting to talk or seek your help. Initially, you may have felt a sense of duty to help. After all, Taurus is loyal and reliable. However, something inside you has begun to sound alarm bells. This woman possesses a talent for making you feel like the only person who can solve her problems. She knows how to praise your reliability and patience, but then, almost imperceptibly, she starts to chip away at your confidence with seemingly innocent comments. You might hear her say things like, "You've always been so practical, but that recent decision seems a bit risky," or "I've always admired your stability. What's making you so anxious lately?" While these comments may appear to be genuine concern, they are actually seeds of doubt planted strategically in your mind, making you question your own solid ground. What makes this situation particularly perilous for Taurus is your innate loyalty and your practical desire to help. This woman understands this dynamic and manipulates your kindness against you. She always seems to have a crisis, a drama that only your patient and steady nature can handle. Each time you extend your hand to help, she subtly drains a little more of your peaceful energy, leaving you feeling weaker and more confused. Have you ever noticed how, after talking to her, you feel strangely fatigued, as if your patience has been completely depleted, or perhaps after assisting her with a problem, you find similar issues of instability popping up in your own life? This is no coincidence. There's an energetic transfer occurring, and you are the unwitting giver in this equation. She is literally feeding off your strength, stability, and practical energy. The more you give, the more she demands. It's an insatiable cycle. Now, let's delve into some specific signs that can help you identify if you're dealing with an energy vampire. First, notice if she tends to reach out to you when you're feeling your most stable and peaceful. These individuals rarely appear when you're down. They can sense when you're grounded, and that's when they strike. Second, pay attention to how she discusses others. If she constantly has negative remarks about people around her, especially other stable and successful women, that's a significant red flag. Energy drainers thrive on discord and chaos because it generates more negative energy for them to consume. Third, observe if she consistently creates unnecessary drama or seems uncomfortable when you're simply enjoying your peace and quiet. Energy vampires are possessive of their sources and dislike when your focus is on your own well-being. Fourth, notice if she consistently has more dramatic stories or problems than you do. She never allows you to be at peace for too long, always redirecting the focus back to her and her needs. And perhaps most importantly, pay attention to your emotional state after interacting with her. Do you feel fortified and calm, or do you leave feeling drained and empty? Your body is a natural detector of harmful energies. Fifth, notice if she exhibits an excessive curiosity about your personal life, finances, future plans, and assets. Information is power, and those with ulterior motives often gather details to use against you later, especially details concerning your material security. Sixth, be wary of constant borrowing, whether it's money or personal belongings. They exploit your kind and generous nature, slowly eroding the resources you've worked so hard to build. Seventh, observe if she has strong opinions about your decisions, particularly those that could lead to greater independence or success. She may disguise her control as concern, but her true intent is to keep you reliant on her validation and within her reach. Do any of these patterns resonate with a specific woman in your life? Now that you're equipped to identify these signs, let's discuss how to protect yourself. First and foremost, it's essential to understand that this isn't about being rude or unkind. It's about safeguarding your peace and your resources for the people and projects that genuinely deserve your attention. Your stability is precious and should be treated as the treasure it is. The first step is to establish clear, firm boundaries. This means learning to say no without guilt. When she approaches you with yet another crisis, take a deep breath and respond with, "I understand you're going through a tough time, but I can't get involved right now." There's no need for elaborate explanations. A simple, straightforward no is sufficient. If she insists or tries to manipulate your emotions, that's a clear sign she doesn't respect your boundaries. Step 2 is to drastically reduce contact. Stop responding to messages immediately and create some healthy distance. Notice how you feel. If you begin to feel lighter and more peaceful, you have your answer. Step 3 involves refraining from sharing intimate details of your life with her. Personal information, especially about your finances or major plans, can be weaponized in the wrong hands. So keep conversations superficial and avoid discussing your dreams, fears, or vulnerabilities. Step 4 is about strengthening your energy daily through practices that connect you to your inner strength. For a Taurus, this could include spending time in nature, tending to plants, cooking a nourishing meal, or engaging in any sensory activity that makes you feel grounded and secure. The stronger you are energetically, the less susceptible you'll be to draining attempts. Step 5 is to surround yourself with individuals who genuinely respect your stability and celebrate your successes. The best defense against negative energy is a circle of positive, grounded people. Step 6 is to always trust your intuition. If something feels off, it probably is. Your Taurian instincts for what is safe and secure are finely tuned. Don't ignore that gut feeling that warns you to be cautious. And step 7 is to recognize when someone tries to guilt you for establishing boundaries. Phrases like, "You've changed," or "You're being selfish," are manipulation tactics designed to make you second-guess your self-protective choices. There's something else I need to emphasize regarding this woman. She may attempt to manipulate you through those close to you. By cultivating friendships with your friends or family, she may seek to gather information about you or sway their opinions regarding your actions. This is a subtle isolation tactic aimed at making you appear as the villain when all you're doing is protecting yourself. Additionally, watch for signs of her imitating your behaviors, tastes, or even mannerisms. This isn't admiration, it's an attempt to absorb your essence. Energy vampires often mimic traits of those they drain, seeking to become like you. Another common tactic involves isolating you from your genuine support system. She may start making negative comments about your friends or family, trying to pull you away from those who truly care for you. Now, let's address something that may be difficult to hear if this woman has romantic inclinations toward you. The danger intensifies. Energy vampires in romantic relationships can inflict significant damage because they have intimate access to your life and energy. They wield love as a weapon, alternating between moments of intense affection and calculated coldness to keep you emotionally insecure. If you're contemplating a romantic relationship with her or are already involved, be vigilant. Does she genuinely celebrate your achievements? A healthy partner rejoices in your successes, while an energy vampire may feign happiness but secretly resent anything that enhances your independence or confidence. Take note if she frequently attempts to change you. Healthy relationships foster mutual growth, but there's a stark difference between encouragement and manipulation. If she's consistently criticizing fundamental aspects of your personality, values, or dreams, that's a significant red flag. A woman who truly loves you will appreciate your Taurian qualities, your stability, loyalty, and perseverance without trying to diminish them. Have you felt compelled to sacrifice your peace to accommodate her chaos? It's important to recognize that you are not responsible for healing or saving anyone. Taurus has a loyal heart and a natural inclination to help, especially when someone makes you feel needed. However, there's a distinction between assisting someone genuinely working to improve their life and becoming an emotional crutch for someone with no intention of changing. Individuals who genuinely seek growth will pursue multiple support avenues: therapists, books, friends, spiritual practices, without placing the burden of their happiness solely on one person. If you are their only source of emotional support, that's not love, it's toxic dependence, which often leads to manipulation and control. Pay attention to whether this woman exhibits excessive jealousy, not just of other people, but of anything that diverts your attention from her, such as your work, hobbies, or your need for alone time. Occasional jealousy is normal, but constant controlling jealousy indicates a mindset that views you as property rather than an independent individual. Be aware of her using your past against you. A loving partner will accept that you had a life before them and will not weaponize your past experiences during conflicts. If she frequently brings up past mistakes or exes to make you feel guilty or ashamed, that's pure emotional manipulation. Love should build you up, not tear you down. It should heal old wounds, not continually reopen them. Another common tactic is making you feel guilty for having your own needs. If you express a desire for alone time, to hang out with friends, or to focus on personal goals, an emotional vampire may label you as selfish. She might say things like, "If you truly loved me, you'd want to spend all your time with me," or "You don't care about my feelings." This is emotional blackmail and has nothing to do with genuine love. A woman who truly loves you will understand that you are a complete individual with your own needs and aspirations. Have you felt guilty for wanting basic things like personal time or pursuing your goals? Here's something that might surprise you. Energy vampires often target Taurus because of your natural stability and reliability. These are beautiful qualities, but when misdirected, they can be exploited by those with harmful intentions. It's vital to differentiate between compassion and victimhood. Compassion means helping someone within healthy limits, while victimhood involves allowing someone to abuse your kindness repeatedly. Your generosity and love are precious gifts that should be shared with those who genuinely value them, not exploited by those who view you merely as a source of energy or validation. You deserve reciprocal relationships where giving and receiving are balanced. If you find yourself always giving and never receiving, or solving others' problems while your own are ignored, you're not in a healthy relationship, you're in an exploitative one. Let's engage in a mental exercise. Think about this specific woman who's causing discomfort in your life. Imagine she disappeared tomorrow. How would you feel? Would you feel relieved, more peaceful, and freer to be yourself? Or would you genuinely mourn the loss of an important connection? Your honest emotional response will reveal the true nature of this relationship. If the thought of her leaving brings a sense of relief, even momentarily, that's your instinct signaling that she isn't contributing positively to your life. Don't ignore this inner wisdom. Your body and soul know the truth, even when your rational mind seeks justifications for toxic behaviors. Now, here's a specific strategy for dealing with this situation. I call it the distance test. For 2 weeks, drastically reduce your contact with this woman. Don't be rude, but don't make yourself overly available either. Respond to messages slowly, decline invitations occasionally, and keep conversations brief and superficial. During this 2-week period, carefully observe how you feel physically, mentally, and emotionally. If at the end of this time, you feel more energized, clearer, and at peace, you have concrete evidence that this person was draining your energy. On the other hand, if you find yourself longing for a genuine friendship, it may indicate the situation isn't as toxic as it seemed, and you could re-establish contact with clearer boundaries. Also, pay attention to how she reacts to your reduced availability. If she becomes more demanding, dramatic, or tries to guilt you, that confirms she was using you as an energy source. Healthy individuals respect boundaries and understand that everyone needs space at times. If she starts spreading gossip or bad-mouthing you to mutual friends, you're dealing with someone toxic who needs to be removed from your life. Mature, well-rounded people do not retaliate against those who set healthy boundaries. Remember, Taurus, you are a being of natural stability. Your energy, patience, and reliability are gifts meant to be shared with those who appreciate and reciprocate that positivity. You were not designed to be a human battery for those unwilling to do the inner work to generate their own energy. Your mission in this life is to build a foundation of peace and stability, inspiring others to find their own ground, not to have your foundation eroded so others can feel comfortable in their own chaos. Anyone who asks you to sacrifice your peace does not deserve access to your energy. Any relationship that requires you to sacrifice your essence to function is one that needs to end. I invite you to share in the comments if you've recognized these patterns in a specific woman in your life. Your experiences could help other Tauruses navigating similar situations. Subscribe to the channel now for more insights on identifying and protecting yourself from toxic individuals. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any content that could be crucial for your energetic and emotional well-being. Remember, you didn't find this video by chance. Your intuition guided you here because it's time to take definitive action to safeguard your energy and peace of mind. Your stability is far too precious to be squandered on those who don't deserve it. Are you ready to prioritize your own well-being and peace?